Much fun?
I am loving this. Being able to commentate on matches like these is so much fun, guys. You got to be here right now to feel the energy from the crowd. Everybody applauding, everybody going nuts. This is incredible.
That is a lot of fun. You hate to lose the close ones. You love to win the close ones.
Yes. Another great match came down to the wire. Crowd-pleasing matches. Guys, we are live from the Beat the Buzzer tournament here. Pickleball and Tennis US. Bonita Springs, Florida. We are so grateful that they're hosting this event and making this all possible. Great facility to be able to come watch pickleball. Great facility to be able to play pickleball. And while you're here, they have a variety of paddles and pickleball equipment as well as tennis equipment if that's your game as well. You should come in and check it out.
Really should. We appreciate Jan for hosting this event, Pickleball US, Tennis US. So they've got a lot of items here, a lot to choose from. It's conveniently located right here in Bonita Springs, right off of 41. Players, athletes of all kinds are coming in here to get a chance to rent the court and play indoors. They have lessons available. They've got a professional senior pro, the top senior pro in the state, Barry Waddell, gives lessons here. Every Friday night, it is the Grip and Rip show, where you'll see some of the top players play from 4:30 until 7 o'clock. And they have free pizza every Friday night, so you can come out and watch it on a Friday night.
It's a lot of fun. I always enjoy seeing top-level play here. Let's talk about the players we have on the court here for this match coming up. On this side of the court, we have Julie and Peter. Far side, Elke and Matthew.
All right, both teams have played a game now, so they've had their warm-ups. They should be ready to go. Shouldn't be nervous anymore. Let's see what type of strategies they're going to put into play here. Okay. That was right out of the gate. A good battle at the kitchen, which was won by Matt with a powerful put away. Nice block. Kitchen shots. Okay. Very good defense so far that we're seeing here.
Yeah.
Again, it appears the ball should be done and over with, and it keeps coming back. So you've got to be ready. You've got to be prepared. Good third shot drop by Matt. Elke likes to drive it and does that. A little lob that did not go, and Julie just smashed it and put it away.
Yeah, she punished them for that. I don't want to call it a failed lob, but maybe just a short lob.
Yeah, Matt just said, hey, my fault, Elke. That was my bad.
Yep.
And he tried to do a lob there against a tall person, and that doesn't always work.
Own it, move on, learn. Yep.
All right, Matt moved on over there, took care of that shot that was in the middle, and Pete was not able to respond and ended up losing the point there. So Matt gets the point, is now 1 serving 3. Quick pace shots there. All the players handling it very nicely. And the backhand smash for Elke did not work. She hits it into the net. Frustrated with herself because she knew she had that one as a put away.
That's right. I think she just let out a growl.
Serve and return, and the third shot drop did not work for Julie. So point goes 4-2 with 6 minutes, 14 to go. Oh, a wide serve, losing the point. Defense switches sides.
That was long,
wow.
yeah. Okay.
Looked like that was going to be an incredible good serve, and it ended up just being a little bit long. Lots of top spin on that, but just didn't get down in time. Costing the point is now 4-4. Return to serve got popped up. Matt came on over and took care of business with a powerful overhead smash. That ball's not coming back.
No, it's not. Lets out a little smile over there.
Nice two-handed backhand drop by Julie, and a great get by
they're
Matt.
Still able to stay in it.
Oh, they kept it alive. Ended up getting the point. What a great point.
unbelievable there. That's 6-4, 5:15 left in the game. And went wide. Yep.
Great shot by Pete. Forced Elke to go wide, and she could not get it back into play.
What a rip.
Oh,
and they
great
got it
hands
back.
by Pete. 2 overhead smashes. Great defense by Julie and Pete.
And how many
They
times are we
really-
going to see that today, too, where you think the play is over and they sneak out these nice, soft defensive shots, put it right back in play, and just equal the playing field at that point?
Very much fun to watch,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's why you have to be ready on every shot. Never give up. Never know until you see that ball hit twice or into the net. Just keep ready for the next shot to come back. Okay, a good drop by Julie, and Matt wasn't able to get it back up and over the net. Nice drive, nice return, and pulled it
And
a
it
little
went
bit wide
wide.
there. So we're at the halfway mark. It's 8 serving 7. Okay, the ball hit the net, went back over. Really was not able to get it, and it's tied up 8-8.
8-8. Another very close one halfway through. A little
Okay,
wide.
little powerful game there. A drive and a redrive, and the ball went out. All right, there's where the defense scored a couple points in a row. Now they get to serve. See if they can take advantage of it. 10 serving 8 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Pete drives the ball a little bit wide.
Matt's calling it out. Yeah. So the ref
And he-
overturned that call.
Refs overturned that call and said
Yep.
it was good, so that's the importance of asking the referee for the call.
Absolutely. Something that I was very surprised on multiple occasions, especially during the intermediate play today, that they didn't ask. That was an example of why you want to.
Exactly why you want to. If in doubt, ask the referee, and if he saw it clearly, he will make the call. 11-9, 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Drop shot,
Yeah,
and
soften
again,
it
the
up.
drop shot has given her some problems.
Yeah.
She is so upset at herself.
Elke is
Doesn't
not happy.
understand. Elke is not happy with that at all. Shot, return to serve. Julie puts another drop shot in. That one for Elke went over.
Yeah.
And Julie's backhand, she was not able to return it. So that time Elke got it back over the net. 10 serving 12 with 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Oh, there's the drive. Hey, good hands there, Eddie. Tell me you played baseball before.
I did play baseball.
Yeah, I
before,
saw
yes.
that coming out there. You did fumble it just a little bit there,
little
but
bit, yeah.
had to protect your face.
I was trying to protect the computer,
The
the
equipment.
camera, the equipment. Yeah, my face is replaceable apparently. Oh, she caught it.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a great shot
Nice
by
shot,
Julie
yeah.
Metz. She was ready for that, angled it perfectly in the corner. Shot down the line, another great shot. Elke could not handle the backhand. Looks like the momentum swing just a little bit for Pete and Julie. They are up 14-11 with 1:30 to go.
And the energy has changed in this place right now. Everybody in the crowd is really engaged. Both teams are just dialed in. This is exactly what we want to see.
There we go again. Pete's very aggressive at the kitchen line. He feels comfortable. You can just tell by the way he's walking. He's feeling really good, and he was able to attack at the kitchen and win the point.
Yeah,
Wow,
there we go.
incredible serve. Ball was in barely, and he got the point 16-11 with 1 minute to go. Still enough time, and there's part of the problem. Rushing it a little bit. That cost him a point. 57 seconds to go, 16-12. Oh, 2 in a row.
2 in a row, yep.
2 in a row. The pressure, maybe a little bit of nerves.
Could be, yeah. I mean, at this point, you want to play conservative. You're up by 5. You don't need to go for that blast of a serve. You just want to keep it in play, trust in your, you and your partner, and kind of play it out.
All right, we got
Here we go.
ourselves a game again. It's 14-16 with 30 seconds to go. They're trying to hurry up the pace of play to get caught up. Third shot dropped good.
Yeah,
And they just got another point. 15-16 with 15 seconds to go.
That's right. Another close one coming up here, guys.
Okay.
And tied up here.
Tied up.
We're going to have one more point happen here.
This is it. Buzzer's going to go off, but they're going to continue to play through it. Nice serve and return. The drive. And it goes deep. Oh, my God. Another great game.
I am loving
That's
this,
the same as
guys.
overtime right there.
Unbelievable. Another one that came
It's
down
so
right to the end.
exciting.
So cool.
A lot of fun. The fans are loving it. The players are loving it. This is what it's all about as it comes down to execution at the very last point.
Yeah.
Nicely played by both teams.
Unbelievable. This is exactly what we want to see here, guys. Evenly matched games. Scores coming down to the very, very end of them. Unbelievable.
There's an example where when you get in the heat of the battle, you're so excited, you see that ball, you want to hit it. They had the intelligence to let that ball go. It was out by a couple feet, but
Yep.
a lot of players would have reached up there and hit it just because they're so into the game.
Yeah.
The next point wins. They get ready to hit it on an out ball. We've seen so many out balls hit, so that was really smart on their part. Let that ball go. Ended up winning the match for them, and it was very well played. Fun, 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 Eddie. This format is just incredible. The matches have been so many close matches.
Yeah. Obviously, you can tell that they set up this tournament properly because of how evenly matched everything has been so far. Out of the, 10 matches we've seen so far, there's only been 2 where the scoring was quite different. Every single other one has been coming right down to the wire, and that's exactly what you want to see with these.
I think that was a little bit of an example of the spread of the teams here, where you can get a 4-0 team against maybe a 4-5 team. And
A high 4-5 team, yeah.
A high 4-5 team against maybe a low 4-0 team, and sometimes you'll see that differential in scoring. But for the most part, this format kind of brings those teams together and makes it a little bit fair, shall we say, more competitive. So I do enjoy that part of it. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's just a lot of fun to play in.
That's right. Now let's talk about the teams that we have out there right now. On the near side, we have Mac and Dave. Far side, you have Lisa and Benjamin. Not sure if he goes by Benjamin or Ben.
I think it goes by Ben.
Let's go with Ben.
I did have a chance to play with him, I think a couple months ago at Veterans Park.
Okay.
Really nice player, great attitude. He's extremely quick.
Yeah.
Again, part of it's his age, part of it's just his athletic ability. That's a nice drive by Mac and a net shot that Lisa was able to get back, and then Mac put it away. It's kind of fun. I've been able to see some of these players develop over the last year, and it's just their game's getting better and better and better, and it's so much fun to see them getting up to the next level. And a great lob by Mac, a great get by Ben, and they're keeping the ball into play. And now they're back into the kitchen line.
Yeah.
And they ended up winning that point because they just kept in there. Again, you think that lob was going to be in for a point, and Ben kept it alive. They ended up winning the point. It's now 3-3 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Oh, picked it up, and Lisa put that one away. Nice return by Lisa, and then Dave pulled him off the court, so he got it back in the court, ended up getting the point. Really nice play by Dave.
Got 4-4 with 6 minutes left here.
Okay, that was an angle shot that Mac was trying to do and just got a little bit too soft, hit it right into the net.
And Mac is very consistent with that shot, too. That was uncharacteristic of her.
Yeah, that's typically her bread and butter. Their ball hit the net, went over. Dave was able to get it.
And it was in.
Okay, nice reactions there by Ben. Able to take a higher ball and keep it soft enough to keep it in play. 5 serving 6 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. A drive by Mac, another drive by Dave, and now a third shot drop attempt by Mac, and it didn't go over, so they lose the point. Dave slows it down a little bit with a drop shot. Lisa continues with the dink, forces the action, and then Ben puts it away, and again, very powerful. Ball's not coming back.
No, it's not. Got 8-5, 4 minutes, 40 seconds here. Not even to the halfway point of the match yet. Oh.
Okay. I've seen a lot of that today where the ball's hitting the top of the net and they're going over.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you'll see hit the top of the net and drop down, but for some reason today we're just seeing that ball go over the net and the defense is not able to get a paddle on it and get it back up and over. Now we got some questions in regards to the scoring. It is 9-5 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Good hands by Dave. They're on a backhand by Ben. Now they're going in the kitchen game a little bit. Dinking cross court. See who's going to win this battle between Mac and Lisa. Oh, really nice shot by Lisa. Wow. Took it on the short hop and put it into a place where Mac could not get it.
Yeah, that's a ball that if you can't get out of the air, you're not going to be doing much with it. Oh, and there we go.
Okay,
Yep.
soft hands by Mac. That's such a smart play.
Yeah, getting that angle on there and just letting it drop. It's beautiful to watch.
Oh, there's a lob. Dave goes back and gets a nice shot. Gets back into play. And we've got a fault here. The wrong position. They've got 6, so they were in the wrong position. Point for the serving team. Again, the confusion cost a point there. Good hands by Mac. We're going in the dinking game a little bit. Soften it up. Okay, picked up a little bit, Lisa. Dave didn't want to hit it, but he couldn't get his paddle brought back down in time. It just hit his paddle, and it ends up being a point. Okay, nice third shot drop there. Mac was not able to take advantage of it and hits it in the net. So it's now 13-6 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Great shot there. Right into that floating forehand area.
Oh, there's the one she'd like to have back again. The ball was popped up short, and Mac drove it, but drove it into the net. Okay. Not going to give that one to Ben up high. He's just going to put away and make you pay the price, which he did do.
That's right. Got 14-7 here as we cross the 2-minute mark.
All right, good hands, good dinking between Mac and Lisa. Great hands by Ben. Wow, reached out there and brought it back, kept the ball in play. One more shot, keeps coming back. Got to be ready. Okay, went soft and it went down. Crucial point of the game right now. It's 15-7, a minute, 25 seconds to go. Dave and Mac are going to get back in this game. They're going to have to start scoring some points here.
That one kind of rode the net and just barely bounced fair.
Good return by Dave, and then a poach by Ben, and he punishes them with an overhead smash.
Got to protect your partner, right?
Yes, you do. Nice drop shot by Mac. And Lisa gets back in. Their ball hits the net, goes over again. Good hands by Ben. Okay. Ball just keeps coming back. You've got to be ready. And Dave's wondering, what do I have to do to win a point around here?
Keep on fighting.
All right, a little frustration starting to set in now. Game's out of hand. There's not much you can do at this point.
That's right. Serve went a little long there.
10 seconds to go. It's 9 serving 21. Not much you can do at this point. Just try to finish out the game. Hit good shots. Stay
Yeah.
positive.
That's right. 22-9 final score there. And that one goes to Lisa and Ben. We're going to be taking a little bit of a break here, and we will be back with you shortly.
All right, we are back here. Took a short little break, and its score is 6-4 with 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go. All right, a little bit of confusion as to the score, who's serving, and so forth. So we're getting that figured out. Thanks to Julie Scott for refereeing. Again, we appreciate the officials and all the volunteers here today that are helping not just officiate, but helping keep score, taking care of the balls when they go out, keeping track in the back part of it, of getting the score sheets and out. So it takes a lot of people here. We appreciate everyone who volunteers their time to make this a very successful event. Got some great play going on here. Well, look at this. Battle at the kitchen line. Soften it up, and very, very tough shot there. Score is now 6 serving 7 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. So we got Vicky and Matt on the near side, Susan and Chris on the far side. A lob. Okay, close game here. 8 serving 7 with just under 4 minutes to go. Good hands by Chris. Susan puts it away. And the ball was in. Oh, Matt tried to get it, pulled himself wide. Put on the headphones and put that. Okay, the score is 10 serving 7 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Joining us now is going to be Joe Parisi, and Joe is the owner of the Volvo dealership who sponsors a lot of the pickleball events around here. We really appreciate it. Welcome aboard here, Joe. Glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Real happy to be here. What a great event today.
A lot of fun, this rally scoring. If you're local here, you come out here and watch some of this advanced play. It's so much fun here. The score is 12-7 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go.
And the funny thing, Jeff, is with just 2 minutes to go, this can still be anybody's game, couldn't it?
Yeah, what's interesting, what I like about rally scoring is even if you're on the defensive side of it, you can score a point. So that's why it's so intense. It doesn't matter that you're serving or not serving. It's very important just to get to point 1. And until you get right down to the very last few seconds, it's anybody's ball game. Right now, it's 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time for either team to either extend their lead or come back from behind. Is now 9 serving 12. And, Joe, I've had the pleasure of playing some pickleball with you. Your game has really improved over the last year, and it seems like you've developed into a very nice player. You've developed your soft game along with your powerful power game. But your background was – tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, background in the sport was just 3 years in pickleball. Prior to that, years ago, I was in the racquetball sport, recreationally, of course, but played a lot of racquetball. And I think that helps a lot with the quick hands and the power game. But the soft game is something I had to work on, and I feel like I still work on it every day, every time I play.
I agree with that. I played with you, Joe, and against you, and you got some of the quickest hands around. I can tell that racquetball background is definitely a factor when playing in pickleball. And here we've got a really good battle going at the kitchen line and just hitting that one out. That important point right now. It's 15-10 with 1 minute to go. Susan is serving. A nice serve, nice return. She's going to drive the ball. Third shot drop. Oh, nice angle Chris gets. Boy, at this level, the ball just keeps coming back.
It really does. And there's a couple players out here that I don't know have been playing overly long, but still the progression is so swift with certain players.
Yeah, I know Chris on the far side. I got a chance to get to know him a little bit and play with him. He's just picked up pickleball recently, and he's developing very, very fast.
Chris comes to a lot of events. I watch him, I see him watching a lot of matches, and he's somewhat of a student of the game, watching some of the higher level players and picking up quite a bit.
There was a nice setup by Chris. He hit the ball down and it forced Vicky to hit the ball up, and then Chris put it away for a winner. It is now 17-11 with 9 seconds to go. There's really not enough time for Vicky and Matt to come back. overhead and a put away. The buzzer went off, but you continue to play the point and is out, so it doesn't really matter. Finish score of 17-12. Susan and Chris will move on, and we'll be ready for our next match in just about 1 minute. Okay, we're ready to get started again here on the far side of the court. We've got Steve and Lisa. On the near side, we've got Julie and Pete. We're going to get started here. Pete's going to start us serving. Julie Scott is our referee. And the game is getting started. I'm here with Joe Parisi. And glad to have you here, Joe. Really appreciate everything you've done for the sport of pickleball. This should be a good match. This advanced level here, we're going to see some soft game. We're going to see some drives, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, all four players on the court right now, they're solid players. I think Steve's the player who's been playing the longest and the most. But Lisa, his partner and girlfriend, has progressed so much. They make a nice team together. And, of course, Julie, I've had the pleasure playing with Julie in a tournament. And we've done well together. She's someone you should never underestimate. And Pete as well. He has a great power game. He takes over the court sometimes. You can always count on Pete to go after every ball.
Yeah, that was a question to the referee whether the ball was in or not. Julie ruled that it was not in. It was out, so the score is 3-0. Speaking of Julie, she's a gold medal winner with someone that you know from last year in the U.S. Open.
That's right.
Your wife, Mariana, and Julie were able to win gold, and that was very exciting watching that. So some good experience there, and they've been playing in several tournaments together. She's out of town. She's not playing in this tournament.
No, we both were supposed to go to FSU to visit our daughter at college. I stayed behind, and she's on her way back home now, but I'm sure she'd love to be here watching and cheering on her friends.
So we've got a soft game going on here now. Now it gets picked up, some good play, and back to the soft game. And Lisa just wasn't able to convert on that. So that was some good play right there. A little bit of a bang-bang game back into the soft game. That's what you see at this advanced level. A little bit of everything. Nice dig by Pete. Steve just hit a nice drive. Julie was not able to return it. Hits it into the net. So they are able to get it back. The score is 3-4. 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Third shot drop. Popped it up. And Julie hits that one into the net. Unforced error seems to be the key here. Just got to keep that ball in play. Hit it one more time over the net. Two-handed backhand by Julie. Steve hits it and takes advantage of a little bit of a net shot. Pete was not able to return that one. And the score is now 6-3 with 5 minutes, 25 seconds to go.
You know, Jeff, you talk about the unforced errors. Last time I played in this tournament, you're on the clock, and you're always hustling. So you rush your shots a lot. And your patience kind of goes to the wayside.
That's true, Joe. It's a situation where players are watching the clock. They feel they need to rush when actually you really don't. If you just play your game, play relaxed, play normal, but I see them rushing just a little bit, and sometimes it just forces you to make a mistake. Now, there's a good play by Pete. He let that ball go. A lot of players would have hit it just because they're so much into the game that they want to attack every ball that comes at them. I've done that several times myself, hit an out ball. There's a nice third shot drop by Julie, and then Lisa's coming back. Now we got a dink battle, and good hands by Lisa. She just kept that ball alive, popped it up to Pete, and he hit it out. Really nice play up at the kitchen line. We've got a score of 6-7 with 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Some pop-ups. Lisa's trying to keep Julie back. The girls are having a battle at the kitchen line against each other. Julie ends up winning that one. Good dinking by Lisa.
Oh, so we're halfway through the game, and it's 7-7, so it's still anybody's game here.
Okay, that's a great third shot drop. Julie Metz did that, set her partner up, Pete, and Pete put it away. He's really good at placing that ball. You don't have to hit the ball so hard as long as it's fairly well placed. Another third shot drop. Lisa hit a nice dink to Julie, and it forced her to put it into the net. Defense gets the point. It is now 8-8. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Okay, Pete tried to hit a soft shot there. He just frowns at himself. He realizes an unforced error. He didn't want to hit that shot that soft, but he tried it. Paid the price. Okay, Steve hit a really nice roll shot up and over. Julie thought it was going out, and the ball ended up landing inside the court for a point. It is now 10-8 with 3 minutes to go. Two-handed drop shot by Lisa. Now they're going dink, dink. Nice defense, and Steve did not put it away. Great hands by Pete, and just Julie could not come up with it. Great defense on the team here of Julie and Pete. The advantage when you're at the kitchen. A nice drive. Good attack by Steve, but Pete was able to get that ball rebounded back and got the point. Score is 11 serving 9 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Okay, ball hits the net and rolls over. Seen a lot of that today. Talked about that earlier. The ball's hitting the top of the net and then rolling over. Any way to get a point, though.
Yeah, sometimes whatever it takes, that net acts as a third player on your team or against your team, one or the other.
Okay, Steve attacked that ball and tried to get a backhand winner in there. Didn't work, so it's now 10 serving 12, a minute 55 to go. Third shot drop did not work for Julie. She'll be serving now. It's 10-13, a minute 40. Plenty of time left in the game for both teams. All right, popped it up to Steve, and that's one of his strong suits. As you hit it up to his backhand, he's really good at punishing that ball.
Yeah, Steve has one of the better backhands out of the local players in town.
Overhand smash, and Steve brought it back. We got a foot fault. Foot fault on Julie Metz there. She smashed the ball, but her left foot was on the line. Referee caught it, cost him a point. All right, there's a return going back to Steve, and he knows what to do with that ball. He just put it away right down the middle. 16-10. Got 50 seconds to go here. Oh, Julie tried to catch Steve going across, and she did. And she was able to get it in behind him to get the point. They're going to need to score the next 5 points here. Can they do it is a question. Pete hits a nice return. Julie comes back with a top spin. Another top spin. Steve gets it back. A good battle at the kitchen.
Julie definitely held her own up there, didn't she?
She did. She held her own, and it got him the point. Is now 12-16 with 25 seconds to go. And the ball did not go in. Cost him a point.
And
that
three.
could be.
Cost a point and 3 or 4 seconds, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Just not enough time left in this match now.
This will probably be the last point of the game now.
Tried to earn it. Good point. All right. Good playing. Excellent play by both teams. The score is 17-13. Steve and Lisa are going to move on up. They played very well, as did Pete and Julie. It was a good battle. And just a few too many unforced errors, I would say.
I think you're right, Jeff. I've watched 3 or 4 games here so far in the hour I've been here, and it can go either way, but those unforced errors usually are the ones that end up beating you.
Yeah, very well played. We'll have our next match getting ready here to start in just about 1 minute. Take a short break, and we'll be right back. You've got Hollywood Hostler here. Joe Parisi is joining us, and we look forward to seeing you back here within about a minute. All righty, we're back. Here we go with our next match. On the far side, we've got Susan and Chris. And on the near side, we've got Ben and Lisa. First point goes to Chris, who is getting ready to serve here.
So both teams are coming off of a win on their last match. So they both should be feeling pretty good.
All right, not sure if that ball was out or not, and they did call it out, confirmed by Julie Scott, our referee. It's 2-0 now. Both teams are warmed up, ready to go. You're right, they both come off of a win, so should be a pretty good match here.
Yeah.
We'll see what kind of game that they develop, whether they're going to go more of a driving game or whether they go a little bit soft. I know they've got the capabilities of doing both. There's a nice lob by Susan. And then the put away, no, Lisa gets it back, but we've got
Is that a foot fault there?
I think that was a foot fault on that overhead smash. So a point goes to the defensive side, but we do have the second server now getting ready to serve. A little bit of confusion on the scoring here. Lisa was asking referee Julie Scott, and it was clarified. All right, nice third shot drop by Chris. Lisa was not able to handle that. So you don't always have to drive the ball. You can third shot drop it to get that point. And that's what we're seeing with this advanced level is these players have a lot of these shots that they can use. It just depends on which one they would like to use. Seeing the players hustle around. You played in this last year, Joe. What would you say is the advantage when you're up against the clock?
It's consistency. It's knowing what your shots are and doing what you do all the time that works. You made a point earlier. Play your game. But sometimes if you're, depending on your opponent and how you read them, you can use their emotion against them.
It's a great return there by Lisa. She kept the ball low to Susan's backhand, ended up getting the point. It is now 3-5 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Ben hits a really nice third shot drop. Chris is trying to keep him back. Susan's keeping him back, and sure enough, it worked. Keeping your players back when you've got control of the kitchen line is very important.
You know, more and more, Jeff, we're seeing the third shot drive instead of a third shot drop, right? But here inside the indoor place, you don't have the outside elements. So the wind isn't a factor. The sun's not a factor.
That's true. It's nice playing indoors. You don't have to worry about the Florida heat, the Florida sun, the Florida wind. It's nice in this facility, and we appreciate Pickleball US, Tennis US for hosting this event. And it's so much fun to be able to sit here indoors where it's nice and cool, and we can watch these players. Fun to play in the event. I refereed yesterday a little bit. That was fun. Get a chance to be here with you and with Eddie and commentate on this. So it's just a blast all the way around. And to see some of our friends here playing. It's such a good pickleball community.
You know, it really is. Look around you. There's people who aren't playing in the tournament, but they're here watching and supporting their friends. Just a wonderful weekend.
Okay, we got a score of 6-7 with 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Lisa's going to be serving here. 6-8. Correction, 6-8. A high lob. Susan hits it over. Chris comes over, and Ben puts that away. Wow, when it gets into his wheelhouse, he's putting that ball away for good.
You know, Hollywood, I've not had the pleasure of watching this young man Ben play or playing with him or against him. He seems to be a well-rounded player.
He's an up-and-coming player. Just recently picked up the game not too long ago. I played with him, I think maybe 3-4 months ago at Veterans Park. Got a chance to see his game. Real nice attitude, very, very quick. And he's got an awesome game, really does. Score of 10-7 now with 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go.
Now
There's a ball on the court.
Let's
There's
see
a
what
ball
they're
on the
gonna do.
court. That's unusual to happen. First time that's happened here. So the practice players are in the back. We're going to replay the point. A lot of fun. People that we know here. So there's some cheers and some jeers. And they're just replaying the point. The clock continues to run. There's nothing that's going to stop the clock right now. It's an 8-minute clock.
Nice shot by Lisa there.
Very well placed. I'd say both teams are feeling pretty comfortable. I think they are both into their groove right now, so it's just a matter of which one. There's not a lot of unforced errors being made. So they're creating some points, setting up their points. And that point goes for the serving team is now 11-8, 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Nice defense by Lisa. Oh, went out. Susan drove that ball. She's very powerful. Susan's got a really nice, powerful game as well as a soft game. Nice position by Lisa. Put it right in between the players. And Susan was not able to recover that shot. Point goes to the defense, and now they also get a serve.
I think that ball was good, or did they call it out, Hollywood?
The ball was out. The referee is letting them know that we need to have you call it nice and loud. Sometimes we don't realize that the referees are not watching for the sidelines. They're trying to watch for the kitchen, so the players are responsible for calling the ball out loud and clear so the referee will know. Nice reflexes by Susan on Ben's shot, and she had a nice drop back into the kitchen. Ben was not able to recover on that. It is now 14-10 with 1:40 to go. Still enough time to come back if you're behind. Well, that was a nice serve, and that ball was hit out. And we got another ball coming out on the court. And now we're going to have (15-10). 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Soft game popped up, and Chris puts it away. Chris is another nice player that's just recently come on the scene. He's not been playing pickleball that long, but he's been taking a lot of lessons, and his game has really developed. Susan, a nice third shot drop. There's a lob. She's so good at that lob. There's a lob back. Chris goes up to hit the overhead and gets the point. I would say a couple of two best lobbers, women-wise, would be Susan and then Leslie Bernard. They both do a nice job of lobbing the ball. Nice soft game. Here we go now. And could not quite get it over. Important point for the defense, but I'm not sure if there's enough time left here, Joe, for them to come back. 17-11,
No.
25 seconds to go.
Yeah, when you get into the last 60 seconds, if you're 2 or 3 points behind, you can catch it. But once you break that 4 or 5 point barrier, it's a little bit difficult.
12-17 with 10 seconds to go, so this is just going to wind down their drive and a good shot. But the clock is going to be their worst enemy right now, and they're going to run out of time.
This might be
And
the last
there we
point if
go.
get there.
Game finishes at 17-13. Chris and Susan are going to move on up. We'll be right back in about 1 minute as the next group gets warming up. 1 minute to warm up, and we'll get going again.
The next game's going to be a big one.
Hey, all right, we're back here. We're going to have a fantastic match for you. We've got Josh and Leslie on the far side, and Linda. And we got Julie Scott making sure everything is ready to go. And Tony on the near side. So getting ready to go here. 8 minutes. I got to reset the clock. They lost 3 seconds, but that's okay. High-level players here. They've played against each other. They know each other's games, so we're going to see what kind of strategies they try to use to figure this thing out. Popping that up to Josh, and boom, he can put the ball away. He's a very strong, powerful player, as is Tony, as is Leslie, as is Linda. So we should see some really good play here. A fantastic shot by Linda. Nice in the kitchen. Took it over there and got the point. There's the drive we talked about, but you got to be ready for that ball to come back. There it is again, and good hands by Josh.
As far as teams go, I bet these two teams are probably the two favorites of the day when it comes to mixed.
I would agree with that, and I think we're getting a chance to see this battle happen right now. No room for any let-ups, and you can't not take a timeout, so if you lose the momentum, you just have to work your way through it. 4-1 right now. 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Nice return by Tony. Josh wasn't sure if it was going to go in or not. It did, and he was not able to hit the backhand in. Oh, great hands again. Ball you think is going to be a point, and if you're not ready for it, it's going to come back. Nice serve and return, and then a drive by Linda, and then a third shot drop. Another drop in the kitchen. Very soft hands by Josh.
Great drop by Josh.
Players are hustling to get the ball in play because the shot clock, or the clock itself, is just continuing to run down. Every second is precious.
Wow, what a shot by
hey,
Linda.
crowd loved that one. Linda just reared back and ripped a shot right down the line. Beautiful shot.
You're going to see a little bit of everything in this game. All players are good at drops. They're great returns of serve, great serves.
Nice point by Tony. Is a great backhand. Backhand smash. There's another drive. Leslie handles it. Now we go into the kitchen. Soft game. See who's going to win this battle. And there's a little change of direction by Linda. Pop that up a little bit. Okay, good hands by Josh. Linda would like to have that one back. It was a nice setup. She wanted to put that one away, just got a little anxious and hit it into the net. All right, Leslie's doing a nice job of driving the ball. She's getting that ball just a couple inches over the net with some top spin. She's got a tennis background, as you can see here. Very, very good at it. Good athlete all the way around. Here we've got a battle between the girls. Linda ends up winning that one. Nice, powerful serve by Josh. Goes into the soft part of the game. Does not get it over the net. Costs him a point right there. Score of 7-7 with 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go. All right, the drive by Linda hits the net, pops it up, hits Josh, and goes out of bounds. Nice backhand by Tony, and Leslie was not able to control that shot. Hits it into the net. 9-7 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. We're going back into the think game, nice and soft until someone makes a mistake. All right, there we go. Linda wins that battle again.
Consistency is so important in this game, and Linda does a phenomenal job.
Nice drop by Tony, and Leslie tried to be aggressive, pushes it out a little bit. Score of 11-7 with 3 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. And we'll see if they can keep their composure and get back here. Okay, there's a point for the defensive team, so plenty of time left here, Joe. Nice deep return. Nice get. And Tony almost got
just
it.
missed that back
Good
line.
try by Tony. Josh hit a great third shot drop there and put it out of position. Tony had to run over, try to get it. Could not quite come up with a shot. Nice drive by Leslie. Good defense by Linda. Very good block. These players have played against each other a lot, so they're used to each other's games. Third shot drop. There we go. Soft game. Okay. Tony, an unforced error there. That's tightening up a little bit.
Yeah,
Now
it is.
10 to 12 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go.
I think Josh and Leslie got some more momentum back here, last couple points.
The call was out. It was a nice change of direction by Linda. Looks like they're trying to keep Josh out of the game a little bit. Doesn't seem like he's gotten involved as much.
Which is actually surprising to me because playing against Leslie, she's an incredibly strong player.
5 second was called on that one, and they were not sure about that. Now they're switching on the other side. 13 to 11 with 1:54 seconds to go.
What a
And
poach.
that was a poach by Tony. He's really quick. He's got a good, powerful game, but he's also extremely quick, and he got a good soft game. That just showed right there how versatile he is. Nice drive by Linda. And then Josh going soft. Tony's going soft. All right. Leslie ended up winning that dink battle.
I think she took the last two battles out of that, didn't she?
All right, 12 serving 14, 1:20 to go. All right, Linda's trying to keep Leslie back. Leslie's trying to work her way in. Trying to hit some drop shots. Linda's doing a nice job of keeping her back. Leslie cannot get up to the kitchen line. She's trying to. Puts it up, and then boom, Tony puts it away. Leslie tried to lob it. Tony's very powerful on the overhead. Now we've got a fault called. I don't believe he waited for the score to be called. And point goes to the defensive team. 16 to 12. Oh, great hands by Mason. And around the post shot by Leslie, and Tony was there. Hits it back with a backhand. The crowd's going crazy on that. Very nice play. Good hands by Tony. There's a drive that goes into the net. 17-13 with 13 seconds to go. There's just not enough time left in this game for Leslie and Josh to come back. And there's a foot fault in the kitchen. And that's going to cost him a point. And the time is now out. Therefore, the game is over. Tony and Leslie playing really good here. Both teams played great. The score is 18-13.
Wow, that was some great pickleball watching that we just had there.
It's a lot of fun seeing this advanced level here. Just see a little bit of everything. We're going to have another match coming up here in 1 minute. We're going to take a short break and be right back.
Well, thank you, Mr. Parisi.
Okay, we're going to get ready here for our next match. Joe, tell us a little bit about this.
So both teams are undefeated for the day. You got John and Audrey Bamberger on the far court. Then you have Johnny Alphabet with his partner Yana on the closer court here. And Larry's taking over as referee.
Larry Scott, we appreciate what he's doing for us. His wife, Julie Scott, just finished officiating, refereeing. She's going to take a little bit of a break now. Larry's going to take over. And again, we thank all the volunteers for being out here to help out with this event. This battle here, two undefeated teams. Should be a good one. Looking forward to it. And we'll see what strategies they're going to implement here to see whether they go with a soft game or the drive game. Nice third shot drop in there by John, and Audra was not able to come up with a shot.
So John and Audrey obviously are a married couple, and they play really well together on the court. A lot of times married couples don't do as well together on the court as they do in real life.
So true. It's unusual to see teams that can actually get out on the court and feel comfortable playing together. Or maybe in this case, they both have such a great attitude. They have a lot of fun with it. And certainly enjoy watching them play. That's a nice third shot drop. Audrey just made there and put it into a position that Yanni could not get to. So it was a good placement. There's a third shot drop coming in. And then John returns the favor by hitting a very, very soft shot back, gets the point. Score is 3-2 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
We talk about putting unattackable balls in play, and you just saw that on both sides of the court, didn't you?
Yep, there's a pop-up, and John got anxious on it and smashed it right down into the net. Audrey feels good that she got away with one there. Normally that ball would be smashed for a winner. Here we go. So return, and John had a nice winning shot back. Good little battle at the kitchen. Score is 4-3 with 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go. The soft game attempt was there. It's just a matter of execution. Unforced error. Again, return to serve, not over the net. So there's 2 quick points for the near team, John and Yanni. Good defense going on here. Forces the players back. Audrey hit a nice shot to Yanni's deep corner. Could not recover with it. They deserve the point there. It is now 4-6. Now we've got a battle going at the kitchen. Got picked up a little bit, and John ended up winning that one. 4 serving 7 with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
John and John played yesterday in the men's doubles together.
All right, we got a kitchen violation here. Foot fault called. Larry Scott called it, which means the serving team gets the point. Cannot hit the ball when it's in the air unless it bounces if your foot is on the line or over the line in the kitchen area. It's a game of momentum swings here. And the one thing you cannot do is you can't call a timeout.
So, in 8 minutes, a timeout's not going to be possible. And if the momentum's on your side, the chances of you winning the game are high likely.
Okay, nice setup, good defense, good hands. Okay, very nice defensive position there. And end up winning the point.
So right now the momentum's with Johnny Alphabet and Yana at 9-5.
Okay, good hands by Yanni there, and 10-5 with 4 minutes to go. We're at the halfway point. Still anybody's game. Nice defense there on the blocks. Nice block by Audrey. Dropped it into the kitchen. Yana was not able to get in there and recover off of that shot, so they've scored 2 quick points, and now 7-10, trying to get this game back to a little bit closer.
Great shot by John.
Oh, wow. John hit a nice shot with a great angle. So it's not always about the power players here, is it, Joe?
No, it's a finesse game, really. And I'm proud of John because he typically plays with power and speeds up his shots and hits them hard. And it looks like he has some poise and control now. I play with John quite a bit in the at the parks and at the communities.
There's a drive and a nice block, and they popped it up, and John puts it away for a winner. They needed that point. Oh, there's a ball that did not go over the net. I've seen so many of those today hit the top of the net and just barely roll over. That was one that didn't. So I guess the odds of that are happening are starting to come back in the favor of the ball not going over the net. Nice return to serve, overhead. And that's 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. 8 serving 13. We got an incorrect score. There we go. 9 serving 12. Wrong reserver. What happened here was he called the score incorrect. He called the score. I think the players looked at the scoreboard, and they need to listen to the referee.
There's some confusion there. Unfortunately, the scoreboard's not going to always be right.
And one of the things they said earlier in the match was make sure you listen to the referee. Don't count on the score to be accurate. Listen to the referee. The referee has the ultimate ruling on this. And there's a situation where they looked at the score, put their position based on the score of the scoreboard, and it was incorrect. And it cost them a point.
And some time. Time is precious in just 8 minutes.
3-point differential right now. We've got 10-13 with 1:15 to go. That's a nice shot by Audrey. Kept the ball low right into the middle and got the point. Now within 2 points here. Let's see if they can come back and tie this up. Great shot by Audrey. Great hit by Yana, and she hit it out. Oh, she'd like to have that one back.
Less than a minute left. I wouldn't count anybody out at this point.
1 point game, 12-13. And a smash by Audrey. They've tied it up.
Wow.
All right, we've got 40 seconds to go. Tie 13-13.
Johnny Alphabet's going to try to make something happen here.
All right. Players are coming through. And a shot. Nice hands.
Oh,
here we go. We just swung and a miss. Yana's going to want to see that on a replay.
Maybe she won't.
14-13 with 8 seconds to go. Oh, the ball hit the net. Got over.
And that game's tied
just
up
hit
now.
out, and that's it.
So this is a true buzzer beater, isn't it?
We got another one. Another tiebreaker, overtime. Great play by both teams. Way to come back. Tied it up. And now it's sudden death. Next point wins. All right. Players are settling in.
That ball's out.
Jan hit a great lob. John was not able to convert on it, and they ended up winning and moving on.
What a game. And look how friendly everybody is.
Yeah,
Hugs and high fives.
Great sports out there. It's a lot of fun. You've got your friends out there. You're competing. You're having a good time. And they go over. They congratulate the official referee, John, for a nice job. Very appreciative of having referees out here in the game.
Well, Hollywood, you've done some refereeing before. What's your take on reffing?
I enjoy refereeing. I was actually able to referee yesterday a little bit, and that was fun. I enjoy it because it gave me a whole new perspective of the game. I've refereed basketball before and baseball and so forth, so I've always enjoyed refereeing. Pickleball is nice to referee just because you get to see what's going on. You get to see from a referee's viewpoint. It's not an easy job.
No, it's not. I see so many
Keeping track of
players.
keeping track of the score, keeping track of the players on the defense, on the offense to make sure in the right position. It's a lot of mental toughness. You've got to be on top of it and then also watch the kitchen. So I really appreciate every referee that's out there. I enjoy it. Sometimes the players don't like it when you call them on a fault, but we're just calling them the way that we see them.
Well, we all have a job to do, right? It's hard enough for a player sometimes to keep track of themselves, and I couldn't imagine a referee having to keep track of all 4 players on the court at the same time.
And this format's a little bit different, too, because you've got 5 seconds to serve the ball instead of 10. The referee, although he still controls the match, you have to make sure that every player is in the right position. And since the defensive players are switching every time there's a point on the defensive side, you want to make sure that they've switched properly. So you do have a lot to keep track of. Well, our next match is getting ready to start. Looks like we're going to have John. They're staying out on the court here to continue to play. Audrey and John are going to be on the far side. Lisa and Steve on the near side. This should be another good match. All 4 players are very good. They can change their strategy. They can change their game a little bit. So this will be a lot of fun. And let's begin.
And all 4 players have known each other for several years, both socially and on the courts.
Yeah, it's kind of fun when you get to play against your friends. You tend to know what their tendencies are and where to hit and where not to hit. But whether you can do that or not is another thing. Let's see if they've picked up on anything where they're going to keep it away from a particular player or not. There's a ball that hits the net, rolls over. John's happy about that one, gets the point. The old sorry, not sorry shot.
How authentic do you think those apologies are?
I think they're glad that they get the point. We got a fault right there for the servers because they did not switch. That cost them a point. And Steve's going to serve the ball right now, 2-1, with 7 minutes to go. All right, that's where Steve fainted a little bit, like he was going to come over. It forced John to change his shot up, and it moved the ball out. So just the activity that Steve is doing out there is helping his team get some points. Oh, great shot by Audrey. Great shot. Steve is such a nice player. He's so honest, too. If he sees a ball that's out, he will actually call it out himself. And that's the true nature of this sport, is the honesty part of it. That's a nice put away by John. Steve couldn't quite handle that overhead smash. Not sure how many players could.
I think you could, Hollywood.
I would like to think so, but you never know. Steve's got some of the quickest hands out here. I'm not sure what his background is, but he's got some of the fastest hands. I know not to attack him when he's at the kitchen line because he can bring that ball just as quick. Maybe he's got a racquetball like you.
I'm not sure if he does. I don't know.
John felt like letting one go there. He ripped it into the net, though, however, and it's a point for the defense. It is now 6-2 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Third shot drop attempt by Lisa did not get over the net on forced error. Point goes to the defense. They switch sides very quickly, and we start another point. Looks like they're keeping the ball. John's up against Lisa. Couple nice shots. Great hands. A great battle. Okay.
So Lisa and Steve playing quite a few tournaments together. They're also a couple. And Lisa gets her fair share of the balls. She sees quite a few balls, especially in tournament play, and she does a nice job maintaining and holding her own.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is important to be able to play a lot of tournaments with your partner, just the experience factor. They do a lot.
That was a nice shot by Steve there.
That was a great shot right down the middle. 8-3 with the 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Short shot. Lisa gets up there and gets it. Okay.
Steve's also a pickleball instructor, and he's been coaching a young man named Alec, who's part of the Pickleball Junior Academy.
Yeah, Alec played yesterday with his father, and they played very well. Ended up getting beat, but I thought they both played real well together. And Alec's has been improving. It's nice to see young players. It's nice to see all players just get involved with the sport and develop the game. Nice shot by Steve. John had a nice recovery, tried to get the angle and forced it. Didn't get it up and over the net. It is now 10 serving 4, just under 4 minutes halfway through the match.
Still anybody's game.
Ball went out. Return of serve. You got to get the serves in, get those return of serves in. Oh, a nice return there. The ball pushed Lisa back. She was not able to get under it enough.
Oh, I think Audrey just saved Steve.
She sure did. What a great get. And a nice put away. I know I've done that myself. You just get so enthusiastic about the game that you hit a ball that's going out, and you realize you didn't want to do that, but sometimes it's just your natural reactions take over. Oh, John wanted to try to angle that, pushed it too far wide, cost him a point. 6 serving 12 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. All right. Audrey ended up winning that one, even though she was deep at the baseline. Lisa tried to keep her back and continued the deep shots. Audrey ended up winning that one.
So that one was overturned. Lisa thought the ball was out, and it was in. But depending on your angle, it's hard sometimes to.
It really is,
Make
and,
that
and
call.
I never have a problem with someone questioning a call if they did see it a certain way and just getting verification on it. That's okay, because you can have two people looking at a ball from different angles. One can call it in, one can call it out, and they can both think that they're 100% correct.
Yeah, that sometimes can turn into a heated debate, couldn't it?
Sometimes it can, sometimes it does. But remember, it's just pickleball, and we love the sport and the integrity of the game. So have fun with it, enjoy it. Don't ever let one call get in the way of friendship.
Yeah, move on to the next point.
That's correct. Especially with this format, you just don't want to take up the clock time. We've got a good battle going here at the kitchen line. Soft game going up. They picked up the pace a little bit, and the ball ended up hitting out. Audrey at a crucial point right now. It is 10 serving 14 with 1:20. John and Audrey are going to need to score the next couple points to get this game back close. Good hands by Steve. Okay, that ball they let
Just in.
go, and it ended up being in. Just hit the tape back there. Point. Now 15-10 with a minute to go, and we've noticed that hard to get 5 points within a minute.
I think this game's going to go to Lisa and Steve. But having said that, John's coming off a shoulder surgery not too long ago.
Yeah, he's had some great recovery off of his shoulder surgery, so it's nice to see him back out here. It's just such a fun sport. And it does take some time when you have an injury. A nice shot by Audrey there. Around the post, John gets it. And they battle at the kitchen, ending up. Okay. They got 12-15.
Well, they're trying to close the gap a little bit.
Yeah, 3 points in 20 seconds. They're going to have to get aggressive here. Oh, that's going to do it. Point goes to Steve and Lisa with 10 seconds to go, 4 points. John's trying to hurry up and serve. There's a drive. We're down to the buzzer. That's going to do it. We're going to see. They're going to finish the point out. Of course, when the buzzer goes off, you still finish the point out. Steve and Lisa are moving on here. Great play by both teams. They shake hands at the middle. They're appreciative. They enjoy playing against each other. They go over and shake the hands with Larry. They appreciate the referee. And we're going to get ready for our next match here. We'll be back in 1 minute. You got Hollywood Hostler, Joe Parisi here. will be commentating. Got 1 minute. We'll be right back. All right, here we go, getting ready to start again. Leslie and Josh on the far side. Chris and Susan on the near side. Should be a real good battle here. Oh, a great shot by Josh. Hits the line right in the corner. And we'll see some good pickleball here. Got some area players that are very, very good. Some experienced veterans out there. And we've got one of them that just picked up the game of pickleball. Chris just started not too long ago. Been playing for about 4 months. Been taking some lessons, playing a lot. His game has developed quite quickly. There's one of Josh's big rips, and it is so hard to get out of the way of that.
Yeah, Josh is a former tennis player from FGCU.
He's got one of the most powerful serves out here, and then Leslie's also a powerful player. So, wow, right out of the gate, it's 4-0. And we're seeing a lot of grip and rip going on.
Oh, there's a rip. I think with Josh and Leslie coming out of the last match against Linda and Tony with taking the loss, they're coming back with a vengeance this game.
There's one that Josh hit into the net, so the defense gets a point. They are on the board. That's good. Defense switches sides here to make sure they're in the right position. Referee Larry's calling out the score. It's 4-1 with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Josh winds up and rips another shot. Good hands by Chris, gets it back. Leslie dinks it across, and Chris can't convert it.
Yeah, cross-court shot is so important.
Looks like the strategy for our team there is just to go ahead and rip the shots the best you can. Now they've gone into a little bit soft. Not sure if this near side team, Susan and Chris, are a little shell-shocked by how much power that they came right out after them with or not. But they'll make the adjustments, I'm sure. There we go. You can see that big windup by Josh. You know it's coming.
It's coming.
But it's not always easy to get out of the way.
Just be ready to block it. That's all you have to do, really. But sometimes it's easier said than done.
Nice drop shot by Chris, and that was a point for them. He put it right down. The ball has come down. Josh tried to get it up and over the net. Could not get it done. It is now 3, serving 6, 5 minutes, 45 seconds to go. That's a nice shot by Leslie. She put it right at Chris's feet. He could not get the shot back up and over. All right, Chris took a swing of that, tried to go down the line, didn't come up with it, went long, wide, lost a point. It's now 8-3. Good hands by Susan. She was able to reach out there and get that drive. Oh, okay,
that ball just
wow.
missed. Just wide.
Just going to say such a nice setup. Ball went wide. Susan just hit it a little bit wide. There's a nice lob by Susan. Leslie goes back to hit the overhead.
Paid off. It was risky, but it paid off.
That's usually something Leslie will try to do. She likes to throw lobs out there. So we've got two of the best lobbers out here with Leslie and Susan. We'll see how much of that strategy that they end up using.
Well, playing indoors, it might be a little more difficult to do the lob that you want. Because as soon as it hits the AC or the roof, it's a out ball.
Yes, that is true. Oh, the ball's right in the middle. We got a dink game going on. Chris against Leslie. Leslie's trying to move Chris around a little bit, outside, inside. Good strategy on Leslie's part, and she ends up winning the point. Wow, powerful serve there for an ace. That's what Josh can do. He can really bring the heat. Susan brings some heat, and Josh returned it right back. Well, the momentum certainly is with Josh and Leslie right now.
Yeah, it seems to be that way.
It looks like the power game's paying off for him.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there's a nice return by Chris right down the middle. Neither one went for it, and they scored the point. Looked like that ball was out, and they never called it out.
I thought it was out too. It may have just caught the line.
That would have been a good chance to ask the referee what he saw. There's a ball that went out. Score is 6-13 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Now's the time to put a run together. There's another point they just scored, so if they can put a run of about 3, 4, 5 points together and get back into this game. Net shot, and Chris recovered, but he couldn't quite get to it to put it over the net. Point goes to the defensive team, and they're starting to build a little bit on their lead. 14 serving 7. Josh winds up with a big rip and nice top spin. The ball drops in.
Yeah, I think that's one of Josh's favorite shots. That powerful forehand rip.
And that's something you're going to get at this level. You're going to see a lot of more power, more soft game, but right now they're playing the power game, and Josh certainly has a good power game. Good hands, good defense.
That was a great block by Chris.
All right.
And he was able to finish the point. Good
Great
job.
hands by Chris. Way to keep the ball in play, and he brought it back soft. Into the dink game and put it right up into the wheelhouse of Josh. He just nailed it. Score is now 17-8. Got a minute 10 to go here, 17-8. Right now, it seems like the control is with Josh and Leslie.
Yeah, we're at that crucial 1 minute mark, and 10-point spread. Not looking good for Susan and Chris.
There's a hard serve, but it went right into the net. They're going to need to rattle off about 9 quick points here if they can. All right. I think Chris was feeling the pressure of the clock, tried to hit it really hard there, and it sailed deep. Nice serve and return. Josh goes over to hit a soft drop shot. It didn't happen. Just not enough time, Joe, in this match to get the comeback. 10 serving 19. Another lob by Susan. Great get by Leslie. And she put it down there. Chris knocked it out. Point for the receiving team. 20-10, and that's going to be it. All right. Pretty solid game for Leslie and Josh. They played their power game, got away with it there, and I think we had Chris and Susan played good. They just weren't quite ready for that pace.
No, they did, and Chris being so new at the game, he did a nice job. It's a little intimidating when you're playing against high-level players that play or have played for a long time. That's how I feel when I play against you, Hollywood.
It's just such a fun sport to have the different type of play available, whether you're driving the ball or keeping it soft. And my game personally is a little bit more of the third shot drop soft game. I don't have that drive like Josh has. He's so good at it. And with that, that's a nice asset to have. Top spin. Certainly, you can tell he's got that tennis background because he's got a great tennis swing converted to pickleball. We're going to get started here. We're going to take a short break for about 1 minute. We'll be right back and let you know how this next game is going to get started.
So the game's underway. We have Hollywood stepped away for a moment to get a quick break. On the far side, we have Lisa and Steve playing against Leslie and Josh on the near side. And right now it's 2-0, and Josh is serving. This should prove to be a good game. You're going to see a lot more movement and a lot more overtaken of the court by Steve, I would assume. Josh just mishit that ball out into the stands. It was a great third shot by Steve. Josh just couldn't pick it up. Here's a cross-court battle between the ladies. Oh, and Lisa just tried to redirect it to Josh and couldn't quite pull it out. There's that powerful backhand by Steve. They walk away with the point, so it's 3-5. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left. Net ball, and Steve is jumped in front of Lisa to take a good poach ball, but just a little long. That point was all Lisa. She has more grit than most any other female I know in the sport.
Great defense by Lisa. Josh just ripped a shot right at her. She defended it quite nicely and was able to hang in there and eventually win the point.
Just a little off.
Steve's mad at himself because he knew he had a wide open shot there. Gave a little bit too much of a backhanded shot.
Sometimes we just try too hard to make things happen.
There's an example where maybe a three-quarter type shot would work. We get anxious a little bit, hit it a little bit too hard. We got a dink battle going on now between the ladies, and Leslie ends up winning that one. The score, with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go, is 8-5. Oh, what a great angle by Leslie. Looks like she was going to hit it back towards the middle, and she angled it over and went to Steve's backhand. Great placement.
Yep, there it is again.
Wow.
A big windup.
That's a big windup, and what a great shot.
And he's so consistent with that, isn't he?
He has been so far, really consistent. And when he's on, there's not much you can do about it other than just keep the ball away from him.
Yeah, I prefer playing him when he's off. That's a fierce shot he can hit.
(10-6) with 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. There's the big windup and into the net.
Well, Hollywood, I just got a text message from one of our local favorites, Nancy Robertson. She's listening to us live all the way back in Denver.
Welcome, Nancy. We're glad you're joining us. Nancy is a great local player here. A lot of fun, great attitude. We really love her being involved with the sport of pickleball. Glad you're able to watch it. Wish you were here playing in this tournament.
Well, I wish she was here, too, because I'd have picked her up as a partner. Or maybe she would have picked me up. I don't know.
Yeah, she's a real nice player, fun to play with. And I'm sure if she was here, she'd be involved. Okay, good hands by Steve, but just a little bit too deep. Ball goes long. It is now 13-7 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Josh with the big windup. Steve, nice defense. Now the ladies are going to go into a little bit of a dink battle. Let's see. Oh, around the post for Lisa. That was an incredible shot. Really nice. I'm sure she's going to want to see that one on video. That's why you practice that shot. So in a match, when you get it, you can execute it. Big drive, hits the net. Good hands again. Good two-handed backhand by Leslie. 14-8. 2 minutes to go. Good hands by Lisa. Keeping the ball in play. Oh, just a little bit short on that one. All right. We've got Marnie over there helping us out with the ball, which is really another volunteer, which we appreciate.
There's another powerful forehand by Josh.
I'm not sure why they keep going to his forehand.
Well,
Because I think they see it coming. His big windup, and
I think they must.
there it
but
is again.
Sometimes when you're on the other side of the court, you just
Oh.
do whatever you can to
Steve.
keep it in play.
Steve can't believe he missed that shot. He had his opponents out of position. Now 17-8 with 1 minute and 14 to go. Big windup on Josh again. Oh, good position. Leslie, that was a great shot. Oh, good hands. Great playing out here right now. Really good pickleball going on. We've got 18-8, 55 seconds to go.
There's that 10-point spread again with 1 minute left. So
You know, I guess it doesn't matter who you hit it to over here. They're both going to just drive the ball. It's either going to be Josh or Leslie.
yeah.
And they're both very good at it. There's a drive by Josh. Went into the net. Just not enough time left in the clock here. We got Lisa and Steve behind 9, serving 19. Little angle shot by Josh.
Hollywood, this is a double elimination tournament, correct?
Yes, it is. Nice get by Steve. Hey, Leslie tried to just drop one in there. We're running out of time here. It's 6 seconds to go. 10 serving 20.
This will be the last point of the game.
Buzzer went off, but you continue to play the point out, which they did. Score of 10-21. Very well played. Just, again, too much power, I think, with Josh and Leslie. And we'll be back in 1 minute for our next match, which I believe might be a medal match.
Are we at that point already? Let's
I'm
see.
going to double check on that. We'll find out. We'll be right back. I'm with Joe Parisi. This is Hollywood Hostler, and we are live here in Bonita Springs from Pickleball US, Tennis US. We'll be back in 1 minute. All right, we're getting started here. On the far side, we've got Tony and Linda. On the near side, we've got John and Yanni. Both teams are undefeated.
Jeff, the winner of this goes on to the gold medal match.
And it'll be well deserved. We're going to see some power play out of Tony and Linda, as we saw earlier. There's the drive, good hands by John, and good response by Linda, right down the middle.
Now, just based on skill level and team play, Tony and Linda are going to be the stronger team and the favorite team. But Yana and John might surprise us. I know it's going to be a competitive, good game.
Off to a quick start, 4-0. Now 5-0, so it's off to a quick start for Linda and Tony. They are the higher-rated team here. It doesn't always mean you're going to come on top. That serve is wide, so they did get on the scoreboard. That's good. The defensive team switches really quick. And it's now 5-1 with 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go. All right.
And just like
Tony,
that.
Tony got anxious, so they got a couple points back quick.
John did a
There
nice
we
job
go.
of keeping Tony back and hitting the ball right to his feet. Tony couldn't do much with it.
3 straight points now, so they're right back into it. Game of momentum. Okay, John tried to set himself up there. Good effort, good try. Couldn't quite get it done. They lose the point, but they're still serving. Okay,
just
that was
missed.
a nice try. Tried to lob it over there, but it was just out. Shout out to Michelle. She's noticing there on Facebook that watching this. Appreciate you guys out there. Go ahead and shoot your comments on there. We'll try to acknowledge you. Score of 7-4 with 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go. That's his second serve out, I believe.
Yeah, we have a few watchers going on right now. Claudia Ward's watching us, and Johnny Pickleball's out there watching us too.
Nice overhead, a great get by John. Is keeping the ball in play, okay. But the control was at the kitchen line with Linda and Tony. John's running around out there keeping the ball in play. It was really, really good defense. Enjoy playing ball with playing pickleball with Johnny Pickleball. He's a great player in a lot of tournaments, and appreciate having him watch.
I played against him today at the Veterans Park. He's just a fantastic player. He resets it unlike anybody else.
We've got a score of 6-9 with 4 minutes and 29 seconds to go.
You know, you see John coming back with some powerful shots too. He's not afraid to show his strength and power.
I think they realize they've got their hands full, but they're hanging in there right now with this power game that they've got. Resets with Linda and a nice put away.
Just don't hit to the forehand.
11 serving 6, 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go here. Nice deep serve and a drive by Linda, and respond ball goes out. Seeing a lot of the grip and rip happen here. They're just driving the ball. There's a nice third shot drop by Tony and a nice lob. Oh, Tony tried to put that ball away with an overhead. Hit it a little bit too low into the net. Linda was glad she was not in the way of that ball. His partner. Nice drops by Tony, and John kept them back deep and eventually won that point. Point for the defense, and you can score on the defense side with this type of a format. All All right, Linda put the ball away. She's a very nice player up there at the net. When that ball gets up in her strike zone, she knows how to put the ball away.
You know, as strong as the team of Tony and Linda, it's still a relatively close game, and John and Yana are not backing down.
There we go. Another serve that goes out. They might feel comfortable enough with their lead that they've got. But having a lot of fun out here, and that's the whole point here. This game, this format, all that is so much fun. Get a chance to get out here and compete, especially indoors. We don't have to worry about the weather outside, whether it's windy or rainy or hot. Facility's fantastic.
And they also offer league play here during summer season and fall and winter as well.
Yes, they do. It was very, very nice. They've got that set up here. Great shot. Linda calls for it, puts it away, and it hits the rafters, which is a point for the other team. The score is now 10-16 with 1:41 to go. Still within striking distance here.
I think so. I think so. That could be trouble, but it was just out.
That was a good attempt for the lob, but just was a foot out.
Hey, we have Maggie on Facebook watching us, Maggie Camuti. Hi, Maggie.
Hey, Maggie, thanks for joining. Got a chance to play with Maggie a couple weeks ago. Played with her in some tournaments so forth. She's a very nice player, and enjoy having you here, Maggie. Wish you were out here playing. We could be commenting on your play today. 17-12, 48 seconds to go, and just so tough. They're just so tough at the kitchen. You got Linda and Tony. They're both very powerful. Just hard to try to figure out what you can do to beat them. There's a nice deep return by Tony, a nice drive by Yanni. Good hands all the way across. That ball just keeps coming back.
It's going to come back most times when you're hitting it against Tony and Linda.
We've talked about that earlier. At this level, you just have to expect the ball to come back and know that if you hit a good shot, it doesn't really matter. They're probably going to get it, so you need to be ready to react to the next shot. Score is 20-12 with 8 seconds to go. And that's it. They're going to play the point out as they do, even though the buzzer sounds. And the match is over. We've got Linda and Tony moving on. Well played by John and Yanni. Well done. They hung in there and battled pretty good. That's a very, very tough team that they just played. Hard to figure it out.
Sometimes no matter what you do, you don't feel like you're doing it the right way, but they did a nice job and they held their own. Tony and Linda moving on to the gold medal match, and that puts John and Yana coming into the bronze medal match.
Okay, now we've got a bronze medal match coming up next. We'll be back in about 30 seconds to give you coverage on the bronze medal match. Okay, we are back here, Hollywood Hostler with Joe Parisi, and taking over for Eddie and Webby. Kind of enjoying this, Joe. This got a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm so grateful that Eddie and Webby are here. Had this great booth set up, all the technology, all the digital aspects of this. They've got a great spread out here. If you can see it, I'd be pretty impressed.
It's kind of nice. I was just telling somebody I'm not going to end up being exhausted out of this. I'm not playing today. I'm not officiating today, so I can just do a little commentary, and it's like I've got all this extra energy.
Yeah, no leg cramps, right? No soreness.
That's right. This is kind of nice.
No dehydration.
Drinking some Gatorade here right now. Getting ready for the bronze medal match. Larry Scott's going to be refereeing, doing a great job today.
Yeah.
Looks like on the far side, we're going to have Josh and Leslie, Anna and John on the near side.
So the winner of this game obviously moves on to play in the gold medal match against Tony and Linda, and the loser is still a winner because they get the bronze medal.
Well, they should be all warmed up now, ready to go. They're going to be facing some driving forces here with Leslie and Josh. They do like to drive the ball. Well, let's see if they can figure something out on how they're going to defeat them. And John is going to start the serving.
All right, before the first serve, Hollywood, let's hear your prediction.
I'm just going to have to shy away from that one because I am hoping that both teams play really, really well. Okay, got that up into Josh's wheelhouse, and he knows how to put that ball away. Wow, very powerful player.
So Hollywood deflected the prediction question, as a good commentator would.
Just hope they all have a good time, have fun, which they're all friends out here, and they're
That
going
ball
to.
was out. So now it's 1-1.
All right. I think the team that makes the fewest mistakes are going to win.
I think the team that earns the most points are going to win.
All right, nice serve and return. Oh, good angle. Oh, Josh reached over, got it, hit the top of the net, crawls over, and they get the point. Okay. Nice deep return there by Yanni. Ends up forcing Josh to hit the ball into the net. Nicely done. It scores 2-2, 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
So back to the Facebook stream, we have Mae Brown watching as well. She's saying hello to Eddie and Webby.
Hey, May, Hollywood here with Joe. So we are happy that you are watching this live stream. I've watched May play before. She's got a really nice game. Very, very talented player out there. Fun to watch her play. She's so quick. Back here, we've got 4-2, 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the bronze medal match. Leslie just pounding the ball. Great defense by Yanni. Gets it in. Leslie throws up another lob. Okay, wow.
Well, that was a great point.
Good point. That's a way to keep the ball alive. Oh,
and an around the post by Johnny Alphabet.
Hey,
what a great
look
shot.
At that. That was absolutely incredible. Crowd goes crazy here.
There's Paula, his wife, in the stands. She's cheering for him real big.
Yeah, that
Great
was
job,
awesome. Josh hit a great shot down there, John. I didn't think there was any way he was going to get that running into the referee and into the wall, and it hits a round the post shot for a winner. Great shot.
Yeah, that ball was in, everybody.
All right, we're going to have to see that on an instant replay, which we don't have availability of doing that here.
No, not now. Have to roll it back later, maybe.
Now we're at the kitchen line, and a nice defensive play, and inside-out shot there by Josh. Very nice. Good hands.
With all four players, you're probably not going to see too many dinking battles at the line. But when you do, we'll cut to the kitchen.
That shot, they play it over. It's 6-3 with 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Third shot drop, and some power coming in from Josh. Well, you throw that around his forehand, you better expect that ball to come back because it is coming back really hard.
Yeah, you just got to try to go behind him. Here it comes.
There it is again. He just winds up and rips it.
It's so much easier to call it from the booth, isn't it?
When you're out there and you know the ball is coming, all you can do is get in that defensive position and get ready for it. That's a good get by John because that's such a good serve. He reached over there, got it back, and was able to ultimately win the point. Okay. Not sure why they're attacking Josh on this, but he is bringing it right back at him. All right. Yanni tried the third shot drop there, just a little bit too short into the net. Mad at herself. She knows better, so she'll do better next time. Nice return. John gets up there. Great get by Leslie, and boom. Right
Feeding
there
that
it is.
forehand. It's hard not to do sometimes, but they're paying the price for it.
Starting to get a little bit of a lead going here, 11-4 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Leslie rips one down the line. That's one John can't get to. They score the point. There's an unforced error. Return to serve going long.
So Hollywood, if you had a chance to coach Yana and John right now, if there was a timeout, what would you tell them?
We're up against a really tough team. I think you have to keep the ball away from Josh's forehand because he's just on fire right now. And there's another shot back to Josh. There's a nice put away by John. I would probably attack Josh's backhand and then try to go at Leslie a little bit more. They don't seem to be going at Leslie very much. Leslie's a very nice player, though. So option A, option B, not a lot of difference between the two of them. They're both excellent.
Well, I think Leslie's just known to be a great player, and knowing that she's such a good player might be intimidating for John and Yana.
There's a great return right down the middle. Neither one of them could get it. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this match. 14-7. There's a nice lob by Yanni, and what a great get by
awesome
Josh.
shot. All the way
Oh,
around.
that was awesome get.
Great get by
Josh
Josh.
got it, and a nice drop there.
Wonderful reset by John.
Great.
Pulled away with the point.
Great pickleball going on here. Great shots, great plays. There's an overhead smash by Josh. Ball's not coming back.
So here we are, end of September. Fall's right here. And it's tournament season coming up from October all the way to May. There's quite a few tournaments going on in Florida and Southwest Florida specifically.
Yeah, it's going to start picking up again, which will be fun. That was a great shot by Yana. She just hit a great backhand, two-handed backhand. Josh put it away a little bit too hard. They need to make a run here, get back in this game, drop shot. Leslie did a nice job getting to it, and Josh, once again, drives the ball right down the middle.
Yeah, it was a nice low to high.
He's got this game figured out. He's got a real nice stroke, and it is now 16-9 with 1 minute to go.
Another powerful
Alrighty.
forehand down the middle.
Yeah, somehow you're just going to have to not give him that shot. Now we're dinking in the kitchen. And all right. Lost that battle there. 18-9 with 35 seconds to go. Here we go, a little soft game, a little lob. And in, and another lob. Great point developing here.
Almost.
Yana tried for around the post there. Couldn't quite come up with it, but great effort.
Well, here we are, another game with less than a minute and a 10-point spread.
This game's winding down. Finish the game out, and there we go. 20-9 for the bronze medal. The winner will move up to the next match to play for the gold.
Yep, so the gold medal match will be Josh and Leslie versus Tony and Linda. But John and Yana walk away with a bronze medal. They should be really proud of themselves. They placed third out of I think there was about 20 teams here today. And to come in third out of 20 with the fierce competitors that we saw, that's a nice job.
Sure is. congratulations to them for competing and finishing up with a bronze. Now we're going to have a great match coming up here. 4 awesome players, and we'll be back in about 30 seconds. Okay, we're back live here, ready for the gold medal match. On the far side, team that just won that match, Leslie and Josh, up against Tony and Linda. Referees checking right now, make sure our time is ready.
I think Odessa's our official scorekeeper from the clock.
Yeah, that's another one I got a chance to play yesterday. Odessa has a really nice game. Enjoyed watching her play. Her game has developed really nice. Oops, we got a foot fault right out of the gate.
Both
That's
both Odessa and her husband Rick, just a fantastic couple and great up-and-coming players.
Yeah, that's nice to have them both involved in pickleball. They're so much fun. They're always very, very positive, posting some nice things on Facebook, and glad that they're out here helping and volunteering, and just they give so much to the sport.
They do, and if you ever have a chance to talk to them, they have a very interesting story and an interesting background.
There's a battle at the kitchen between Josh and Tony, a couple power players. There's that wind up and the rip by Josh again. That one went into the net, but boy, when he gets on, tough to beat on that. We'll see how they can handle it.
So if you are on Facebook, do us a favor and give us a like and share. This is the gold medal match, so this will be the one to watch.
We got Hollywood Hostler here with Joe Parisi, and we're filling in right now for Eddie and Webby. Having a good time doing this.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it, Jeff? It's always good to spend good, fun time with friends like yourself.
It is. It's all part of the pickleball family here. Great play going on right out here at the Tennis US, Pickleball US facility indoors play. And we've got Beat the Buzzer tournament going on here. Championship gold match. Score is now 4 serving 3 with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Very powerful shot there by Tony. Good defense by Linda against Josh's drive. These are high-level players right now. They're used to this type of play and drives, and we should see some really good pickleball going on here. There's a nice lob by Leslie.
I think just for show, Tony did it between the legs there. Is that what I saw?
Sometimes that can come in handy. Score is 5-4 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Nice third shot drop by Linda, and a nice shot by Josh. Tony couldn't quite handle it.
Almost 3 minutes in, it's tied up.
Another good third shot drop. Oh, Tony rips it. Josh could not get out of the way. Wow.
I think that's aggravated battery.
Nice hands. Okay, good.
That ball.
Oh, he would like that one back. Hit it wide. And we got 6-6 with 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go. A little confusion out here. They got the ball in the right hands now, so it's 6-6. Incorrect receiver. They realized they made the mistake, cost them a point.
Boy, that's a free point. In a game of 8 minutes, that can be the whole game. 1 point can decide a gold medal match.
Okay. They tied it back up, so we're like starting fresh again. Here we go. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. 7-7.
Hey, Maggie, I see you on Facebook. Hi back to you. Here, I just shared you with a little heart.
All right. Good battle between the ladies at the kitchen line. Leslie ends up winning that one. There's a foot fault by Tony. It was very aggressive to come over, take care of that shot. Just barely stepped in the kitchen. Julie, a referee, caught it. Called him on it. There's a drive by Leslie. A nice response back by Linda. And now they're going into a kitchen battle. Backhand to backhand. Leslie's moving it around a little bit. Let's see who's going to end up winning that. Tony gets involved, picks up the pace. Josh gets it. Just can't quite handle it. Linda finishes it off. Really great play out there. Nice drive. Nice defense by Leslie. Linda defending. Leslie's trying to keep her back. And eventually, Linda puts it into the net. So a nice control up there at the kitchen line by Leslie. Good return by Josh. Forced Tony to hit one wide. Score is now 11-8. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Drop shot didn't quite get in there by Josh. Defense gets the point. Switch sides real quick. There's a nice drive. Good defense. Okay, now we're into the kitchen game a little bit. Beautiful. Good play. 10-11. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Into the kitchen game again now. It's Linda against Josh. Oh, what a great shot by Josh. Linda tried around the post. Couldn't quite get it in. Not a lot of room here on that because of the wall and the referee.
And the referee's there.
But it was such a good shot by Josh. That was almost the only shot that she had. 11-12, minute 55. Such good hands out there. Keeping the ball in play. Now they're going a little cross court. Popped it up. And that ties the game. All right, unforced error into the net by Tony. Point to the defense, and now they get a serve. Oh, Josh wound up, hit the net. Tony tried to recover on that, couldn't quite get to it. 14-12, a minute 10 to go. Oh, Tony had another shot there. Leslie's running around trying to make sure she got the ball. The timer is still going.
And this is where the last minute's going to decide who wins this match.
Okay, nice shot by Tony there. Put it right into the midsection there of Josh. It is 15-13 with 45 seconds to go.
And I think with true gentleman fashion, the guys are going to try to rush the game, and some of the male tendencies are going to come out.
Going into the soft game a little bit. Oh, what a great shot by Tony, and it ties it up 15-15 with 21 seconds left. Oh, there's a drive by Linda. Josh recovers. Here we go into the kitchen battle with the ladies. Backhand to backhand. See who's going to win this one. Uh-oh. Better hurry up and serve. It's
1 point. This is the last chance to tie it up.
Oh.
And they didn't.
didn't quite get it in. 16-15, which means we're going to have one more game here because they came up through the
Is that how we're doing it?
consolation bracket. So now we're going to have one more match to determine the gold. Since the winners of the winners bracket just got beat, we're going to have one more match.
Okay.
And it's a double elimination tournament.
Well, just when you thought the action was over, that's a surprise to me. One more
So
match.
we're going to have an encore here. We're going to have one more match. No, actually, that is the way it works. The team that came up through the consolation bracket must win 2 in a row in order to claim the gold trophy. So we're going to get ready to start here. And now this next match will determine the gold winner. That was a great comeback. It's a great match all the way around.
Yeah, 1 point difference, right? And Tony, that last serve he had, I told you tried rushing it through and getting that last point, and it just doesn't work out sometimes when you try to push your shots and rush them.
Yeah, if they just could have got that serve out, it may have given them a chance to tie it up, and then we would have gone into sudden death.
But we're also thankful for Tony for muffing that serve up, and we can stay and watch another good game of pickleball.
So we got Eddie here. He's just enjoying and relaxing and watching the pickleball. He's done such a great job the last couple of days playing and commentating. And we were so hopeful that he was going to get a chance to play today, but not today. But maybe in the next tournament we'll be able to watch him play some more. And love to get a chance to play with him sometime. Anytime, he says. So I'm going to get Hollywood and Eddie, and we're going to have a little fun sometime out here on the courts. And appreciate everybody that's coming out here. The game has started for this gold medal match. The winner of this one will be crowned the gold medal winner. Well, these two teams know of each other. They've played a lot in rec play. They've played a lot in tournaments, so they're very familiar with each other's games, and that certainly showed with the last game where it came right down to 1 point. Oh, there's a nice...
A foot fault by Tony.
Oh, we got a foot fault by Tony. Came over to try to help out and cost him a point. Oh, really good hands by Tony. The ball hit the net, and he was able to get it off the net and keep it going. Now we're back into the battle with the ladies, and Leslie hit a really nice shot, mixed it up a little bit.
Leslie's really good at moving that ball around.
She certainly is. She understands this game and has really developed into such a nice player. Okay, there's a drive that wasn't one of her best, and Tony just took it and ripped it right back for a point. Good hands by Tony. And then Leslie goes ahead and finishes it off. Very good defense, though. Oh, Josh tried to hit it very soft. Cost him a point. Unforced error. Goes to the defense. Or the offense here now, and it's 3-6 with 6 minutes to go.
That ball looked like it was good. Oh.
Okay, the ball is called out, so they received a point. Got a battle going on here between the ladies again, this time with their forehands. Leslie tried to mix it up.
Oh, we got another foot fault here on the...
So a foot fall in the kitchen. What happened was her momentum carried her into the kitchen after the shot was executed, and it ended up costing her the point. Score is 7-4 with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Okay, great hands. Josh ripped the ball. Tony was ready for it, put it right back into the corner for a winner.
And that's like you were saying earlier, Jeff. You got to expect everything's coming back.
Certainly do at this level and with these players. The score is 6-7 with 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. We're back into the kitchen game now a little bit, nice and soft. Tony going against Leslie. Leslie ends up winning that battle of the dinkers. That's why you practice that dink game. Okay, a pop-up by Leslie. Tony went over to try to put it away. Could not execute.
I think he had the right idea, just couldn't close the door.
Yeah, absolutely the right thing to try to do. There's a nice soft shot by Josh. Another one. Picked it up the pace. And point now for the receiving team. Oh, what
Great
a nice
redirect.
placement by Leslie. She didn't have to put a lot of pace on there. She just went to the open spot.
And again,
Okay,
Leslie.
there again. Leslie's showing her dominance at the kitchen line. Doesn't have the power that like Josh does, but certainly has the angle, and she's got enough power to make sure that it counts. Oh, and the ball that hits the top of the net rolls over again.
Boy, Josh and Leslie just are taking off with this game now with 3 minutes left.
Yeah, the momentum certainly with them. Tony and Linda are going to have to try to do something to change that momentum up if they have any chance of trying to get this game back under control. Oh, good hands by Linda. She was ready for it. Leslie pulled the plug a little early there, and 13-7 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. This is where when you're ahead in the shot clock, you might as well keep dinking to chew up time.
Wear that clock down.
That was a great play right there. Josh got it after it hit the net, kept it alive. Time is ticking, though. They're going to have to make a move here.
Wow, Josh did a great job keeping that ball alive.
This is an excellent point.
It's still open.
Still alive.
And still alive. This is by far the best point of the day.
Great point. This is awesome. Oh, what a great point all the way around. Crowd is cheering like crazy. Fantastic point out there. So much fun to see plays like that. That was well deserved. That chewed up a lot of clock, though.
Rapicki was just a bystander on that whole point, I think.
It is now 8 serving 14 with 1:44. They're going to the dink games, taking up some time. Oh, got it up a little bit too high. Josh put it away for a point. 15 serving 8, 1:25 to go. There's a point for the defense. They're hustling around here trying to make it happen. They're going to need to score the next 6 points. Oh, Leslie's doing such a nice job of just keeping the ball into play. Soft game, chewing up the... There she did. Put it away. They needed that point receiver. It's 10-15. They got 5 points. They need to win the next 5 points here. Nice drop shot. Oh, good hustle on Tony's part. Just couldn't quite execute that shot.
Tony's a fast-moving player. He's got great moves.
Tried to rip
Very
the shot
agile.
there. Yeah, he absolutely is. He tried to make something happen there because he's realizing the time is running out on them.
Yeah, we have another Facebook watcher here. Mariana Parisi.
Hey, a shout out to Mariana. So nice to having her on there.
Yeah. Sorry you can't be here, but I'm glad you're watching. All right, about 10 seconds left. 5-point difference. Looks like this one's going to go to Leslie and Josh.
Yeah, 12-17, and the clock is winding down.
This will be the last point.
They'll finish the point out, but to no avail. Doesn't really matter. And
There
the
it
gold's
is.
going to go to Josh and Leslie, and a silver will go to Tony and Linda. What a great match. They came from the consolation bracket to come back and win it all. Some excellent pickleball out here. Thanks, Joe, for helping out here. Really appreciate that. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a great time, great fun day. I'm so glad I was able to help commentate.
Thanks for all those who are out there who are watching. And thanks to everybody that ended up showing up here and coming out live, seeing it in person.
And Julie Scott was the ref of that gold medal match. She did a nice job. Well, I guess that's it. What a great day, a great weekend from Pickleball and Tennis US. Eddie and Webby.
Yeah, we got Eddie coming back in here to help close this thing out. Appreciate Pickleball US, Tennis US. And thank you, Joe. Appreciate having you here as well. That was so much fun. Another great event.
It was a great time, and thanks so much for including me and allowing me to help out a little bit. I'm going to turn it back over to the masters of the commentating.
All right, Eddie, back in action here.
I'm
Eddie's
back.
So what do you think of this whole tournament, this whole event?
I mean, this has been unreal. Some incredible pickleball played here this weekend. My voice is starting to go, and that is because of all the yelling and the screaming and the shouting that's been going on. I have learned to realize that I love rally scoring.
It is a lot of fun. Boy, this is an experience right here that shows how rally scoring is keeping the games close. You're never out of it until the very end. So much fun. And I think this might be something that takes off for us here.
I agree. I think it adds a little bit of an element to the game that might not be there in traditional scoring, although I definitely love traditional scoring and I see the value of it. This might, again, like I said before, make it a little bit more appealing to those who might not be familiar with the game. And so this could be the catalyst. I also love the fact that here at Pickleball Global, Pickleball and Tennis US, that they're kind of leading the way in trying out different types of games, right? So having a clock, rally scoring, they're kind of being pioneers in that and trying these things out and see what works. And I got to tell you, I think there is definitely a place in pickleball for this format.
So true, and thanks for Pete and Mac for putting this whole thing together. They've got global pickleball ratings that you can find out where you're at on the ranking scale. And a lot of work went into this, beneficial here to all the players and for pickleball. Indoor court here is so much fun to play on. There's no wind, no heat to worry about. A lot of excellent play and gold medal matches. Saw several sudden death overtime plays. I think we had 5 or 6 today.
Yeah, and even the ones that were not sudden death, a lot of them did come down to that absolute last play, which is incredible. So many evenly matched games out there, and that was reflected in the score.
Well, a lot of fun. Thanks for allowing me to comment here and enjoyed it thoroughly. I can't wait to get out on the court with you and play a little bit of pickleball.
I know. I'm kind of sad that everybody's leaving right now. Otherwise, I'd say we could go out there and hit. But I know that it's Sunday. It's 6 p.m. Although this day has flown by, it's been amazing. I really want to thank you, Hollywood, for jumping on here and doing commentary. I think if pickleball refereeing, is here, and if you could see me, my hands might have, pointing towards my head, all the way up here is where your commentating skills are at. So I think that was incredible.
A lot of fun. If I can't play, if I can't referee, I might as well be on here with you because, as everybody knows, I really enjoy it. And we're getting our picture taken right now.
Yes, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you again. Thanks to Joe Parisi for jumping on the mic here, doing a little commentary as well. Thank you to Pete and Mac and all the volunteers here who have put on this tournament. They have been working tirelessly to be able to do that. Thank you to Blackjack Pizza. They didn't sponsor this, but I ate a few of their slices and definitely enjoyed that. Who else do we need to thank here?
Well, that's probably about it. I mean, Jan is out there. We appreciate his opening up this facility for us here at Tennis US, Pickleball US, and we hope to be able to do some more events in here. I know you've hosted several of the Friday night grip and rip shows, so we'll be doing some more of that. I'm going to look forward to playing in some of that, and when I'm not playing in it, I'm usually refereeing in that. So let's just continue to push the pickleball game forward and get the word out.
That's right. One more closing thought here I want to leave everybody with. Let's talk about the World Pickleball Championship. We're talking about a major, major tournament coming up at the end of December to close out 2019. This is going to be taking place in Punta Gorda, Florida, at the Pickleplex, which is a great venue for it. I've had a chance to play there both in a tournament as well as recreationally, and it's a wonderful facility. I'm really excited to see what it looks like for such a massive tournament like that, and I'm excited for it. We're talking about $100,000 in prize money going on at this event, and who is going to be the 2019 World Pickleball Champion? We are going to find out at that event. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. Again, this is Eddie from Eddie, joined by my buddy Hollywood Hostler, and we appreciate you guys. Good night.